Hello.
Oh, that's such dancey music.
Oh, are you just grooving out?
I was grooving out to it.
You grooving with the music?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hello! It says there's two people, but I don't see anybody right there.
As you can see behind us, it is 89 already in here, and I'm sweating.
And it's cooler in here than it is the rest of the house right now.
So I cannot say that
Hi, Retta!
we are not going to have any problems today because the camera's probably going to shut down. Because it always jumps like 4 degrees while we're doing the show.
Where's the little fan?
With all the lights on.
You didn't...
It's right inside my bedroom, pushed to this fan. But maybe I will go get it because we're going to need some extra.
Put it on the camera, yeah.
Well, that one's on the camera.
Hi,
the big one.
Retta!
Hello, hello.
Retta's been trimming her bushes today in the back of her house.
Friday. It's Friday, July 31st.
Friday, July 31st. There's James. Oh, good. James is here. Quick, open the wine. I need something cold to drink. James, we're breaking into the next one, James. I got tanked yesterday. Thanks.
Yeah, I noticed Derrol is different on red wine. It affects him much quicker than other alcohols do. He was a little loopy yesterday.
I also didn't eat anything yesterday. Right? Did I eat yesterday?
I don't know. Did you?
No. Did you make breakfast yesterday?
What are you asking me? Yeah.
I don't think you did. Only one, James. We managed to contain ourselves. We almost broke into this one last night, but we decided we would wait until the show. Oh, that's nice. Can you just keep that pointed right at me, would you?
I had to put another fan in the room here.
Look, my leg is still the redness of your shirt.
Whew.
Did you get a little heated from that? Here, this will cool you down.
Jeez Louise. Today, we have a chilled, because it is 90 degrees, Justin. Cabernet from Paso Robles. Excuse me while I clean it off. Oh, that felt good. Oh, but now I have a big drip in the middle.
Yeah, and that's in here. And it's cooler in here than it is the rest of the house, which is not usual.
And we had the house locked up. We usually will open up in the morning, let it cool down, close all the windows and doors. Today, at like, what time was it? 9, 8 o'clock in the morning, it was hotter outside than it was in here. So
Vienna, the show must go on. You're talking to a theater guy here. I've had an actor, one of our actors died right before we went on, and we had to replace him real quick with another actor, and the show still went on. The guy went on book, but we still continued even though one of our actors died. Hopefully it doesn't come to that in this room, though. You know.
Are you foreshadowing?
I did have to. I took a shower at 4 o'clock, and then I got dressed, and then I had to come sit in front of the fan because I couldn't like dry off, because once I got out and dried off, I started sweating already, and not good. And we have no AC, so this is our AC right here. And I'm peeling everywhere and I itch. Sorry if I keep itching.
The wine opener bit me. Ouch. That hurt.
Yeah, I'm curious what the temperature says it is outside.
I'm sick of the flip right here. I'm going to have to cut this flip off.
Let me look and see what the temperature says outside. Weather.
Why don't you just ask Siri?
Because it never answers me. You ask Siri.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside?
It's about 90 degrees outside.
Oh, it's 90 out and it's 90 in. But I think it's probably like 98 outside.
Yeah, it's definitely
I mean, Siri gives a generalized temperature.
Oh, thank goodness for the AC arriving.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Thanks, James.
Thanks, James.
Woo! That one got me right here.
Ooh.
I think I like yesterday's better.
No, I like this one better.
I feel like you
If
would
it
like
wasn't
this one
cold,
better.
I think you might get a little more out of it.
I think it's a little more robust than the other one, and
Definitely.
I like the other one because it's less robust.
Oh, yeah, this is good. Thanks, James. It is chilled. I have to let it chill down or warm up a little bit. I almost said cool up. Warm it up. Warm it up.
You got quite a bottle mark on you there.
That's how bad the bottle was
It
sweating.
looks like you missed the glass and just poured wine all over yourself. Hi, Worthy.
Worthy's
Hi.
hot too.
Worthy, are you warm? The chickens were today too. I had to go out and check on them. Worthy, the fan's right there. Go sit in front of it. Crystal Light with yummy stuff for me. What yummy stuff, Retta? What yummy stuff you got in there? Vodka?
Or veggies. Or fruit.
Veggies. Yeah, I throw a carrot and a piece of
I want some
celery
veggies in my Crystal Light.
Retta, wasn't that a trip today what I found? The Questers Club?
Yeah, Derrol's on a good one.
I am. Found all kinds of old pictures of Cory and I when we were babies today. That's pretty funny. It's okay, James. Cory always spells Retta's name that way too because we have a friend named Rhett. And he always just adds an H.
RHETTA because it's RHETT. Rhett. No, and James said hi to Worthy. How cute. Yeah, I just got back from the store. Went to Trader Joe's today, and actually a pretty decent experience at Trader Joe's. But I got home and I'm like, "There's no way I'm cooking tonight."
That
It's
means
so
we're
hot.
not getting our gyros.
No, we're gonna do them tomorrow. I mean, it's got to be cooler tomorrow. I hope.
You're gonna make the rest of. Oh, are you gonna make the rest of the hummus? Tell everybody what happened
Oh,
with your little hummus making experience.
well, I was making video for the hummus, everybody, and I got halfway through, and then my blender pooped out. So, it just needed to cool down, but I haven't reapproached the whole thing yet. But I burned that thing up, and hummus is hard.
Well worth the $8 to buy it in a little tub, huh, Cory?
So I've got hummus that is actually made, but I need to give it a few more like zhuzhes in the blender, a few more blends. It's not quite as there. It's almost there. But I can't seem to get the flavor down. I followed the recipe.
I thought it tasted good.
Well, unless it tastes differently after it's been cooled a little bit. But I was not liking it yesterday. It tasted a little bland. And I put a lot in it. I put a little more tahini than it said. I put one more clove of garlic than it said. I put in that was about it.
Ooh,
Same.
yum,
Oh
Leanna.
shoot! I forgot lemons today.
I always look forward to whatever fancy drink you have, Leanna. We can ask Janine if she has lemons on her tree.
We should, because we're gonna need them.
If she comes on. Janine, where are you?
Yeah. So the blender or the Ninja was almost on fire. I could see it. There was a little smoke, and I could smell it. So I stopped.
I could smell it too.
But then it stopped. It would not run for an hour and a half afterwards. So, but Kurt was like, well, maybe it just needs to cool down a little bit on the phone. So I went out and tried it 3 hours later, and of course it worked. So,
which is good because we can't break the Ninja.
Yeah, and I'm not going to buy another blender right now.
I might get inspired to make some of these fancy drinks that Leanna's making here. Get some frozen strawberries and some frozen blueberries and make some sort of
Frogen yogurt
concoction. I felt like a degree. I felt like it just went up a degree.
I think it did. So tomorrow we're doing the fake meat. Oh, and tomorrow will be good too because we get the fake chicken tomorrow.
So what are we doing
instead of the soy curls? So I would do fake chicken, fake beef gyros.
Gyros.
And I got tzatziki that's already made. Yeah.
So what are we doing for dinner tonight?
Leftover lasagna. Because Kurt's not gonna be here till late, so why cook something big? And I got potatoes too, because I would like to make French fries, and that's a hot thing, so I ain't doing that tonight. But those French fries are so good, and I got golden potatoes. At first, I was all bummed because they're like this big. Usually, golden potatoes are medium-sized potatoes,
Like the Golden Globes.
but I thought miniature French fries, how fun! So I'm gonna make a whole bunch of
Finger fries?
a big vat of finger fries. Wedges.
How are you making these?
How am I making what?
The fries.
Like I usually do. But they're not going to be as big, which will be good, I think, because it's hard to make a big batch of big fries in the pan. Make little mini fries.
I wanted to give some of the garbanzo beans to the girls to see if they like them.
Give them some. We got plenty.
Maybe I'll give them some tonight after the show. Help them cool down a little bit.
We'll give them to them out of the fridge. That'll cool them down.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh.
I'm going to give them 2 little bowls because you know how they are, like raptors.
They are.
One of them grabbed my damn
They're
finger the other day and held on.
Serious about food.
I got to get scratched.
I have to say, though, they're very... it's cute and annoying at the same time because you walk out back and they're like...
You got to go out there sometimes without treats or food.
Looking at you like, what is in your hand? Is that for me?
You got to just go out there and just like do some stuff and don't pay that much attention to them because they have become so accustomed to somebody in the house spoiling them.
I love them, Retta, too. What I do is I do half and half. I'll give them a nice like hot oil fry, like so it gets a nice browned outside, and then I put them on a rack in the oven and finish them off. Like I just really hot oil, just like sear them so they get all brown outside and crispy, and then inside the oven.
Are you making those tomorrow, did you say?
I want to, but I mean, obviously, if it's like 100 degrees,
So
like it is
tomorrow's
today,
going to be a real hot day in the afternoon is what you're saying?
well, if it's already hot in here, it's just more uncomfortable for me. It doesn't really heat up the house.
Maybe we
that
can
much
do like
more.
a series of fans where we put one little one by the front door and then the big tall one by the cichlid tank and then the other one by the back kitchen door. So that way it kind of creates an air suction out through.
I did consider, yes, we
side.
could do that. I did consider potato salad or something like that, but
Oh, I love potato salad.
nah. I'm not making it. I was going to buy everything because it was so hot today.
In
But
the tub.
I don't really care for... I like Trader Joe's potato salad. It's pretty good, but there's not enough of it. Like for like $5 or $6, you get like this little thing of potato salad, and really 2 of us would finish that
What's
off.
the tub that we get?
And then, well, that's from Smart and Final.
Oh.
But I don't really like the flavor of
Elizabeth!
that one. Hello, Elizabeth.
Oh, Cory just turned into Mr. Ed. Apparently the red wine's hitting Cory differently today too.
I don't know where that came from.
Heat
Hi,
plus red
Elizabeth.
wine.
It's hot in here.
Oh, Retta made potato salad tonight. Do you put
Did
pickle?
you?
Do you put pickles in it, Retta? See, the tub I think is a little too sweet.
And do you make a mustard potato salad, or do you make,
See, I like the mustard one.
or do you make it with like just mayonnaise?
This
My dad used to do a mustard one.
the
It was actually really good. It was like the best thing that he cooked, and I think it's one of the only things my mom took away from being married to him that was positive.
Speaking of your mom, where is she?
I don't know.
Pat, stop coloring and come visit us.
She probably is. Her head's in the coloring books.
Yep.
She really likes those coloring books I got her. I'm excited. I wasn't sure if she was going to like them or not.
Now I have concerns though that she is going to have back problems from hunching over the
She's sitting in a chair, and we bought her a table that comes up to here, so she
Okay,
can
good.
actually sit in her recliner and color.
Because when I used to color, I'd get right down in there and like
Well, I'm sure she still does that too, but
get right in
she's
there.
actually in a reclined position, so
Okay.
she can
Because that could be bad for the neck.
sit.
You don't want to get colorer's neck. Elizabeth, since you've just joined us, this is not wine down the front of Cory either. It's condensation from the bottle. It wasn't.
I
that,
hate this
It
shirt,
wasn't
you
that
guys.
wild. Oh, there's Pat. Hi,
I
Pat.
never wear this shirt. I hate generic shirts like this. I picked like 4 of them up at Old Navy. It's probably 10 years old. I don't even know how old this shirt is, but they're the longest ones that have stuck around. Most of my shirts that I really liked, I either wore out or they fell apart. But these crappy Old Navy shirts like have been around for eons, but I hate them. And I swear to God, every time I wear one, I go to the store or something, someone always reads it and comments on it.
What does it say?
This one's like Bomber, First Air Wing, something stupid. But I have a hockey one that says hockey stuff, and somebody asked me one time, "Oh, do you play hockey?" Like,
You should have smiled and said, "No, see, I got all my teeth."
it's generic Old Navy. I don't know. They were like on sale for like 4 for $5-6 or something.
Yeah, I like Old Navy shirts. Well, not that I bought one there in a really, really long time, but I used to buy them there just because they're kind of generic-y.
So, mayo, yellow mustard, and relish. Cool. That sounds good to me.
Sometimes
So-
it can be too sweet. Like the tub one is a little too sweet. I like it
Well,
a little bit more
Yeah,
dilly.
I agree. And with the pickles, I usually do a half and half. I'll get like baby dills or bread and butter,
Gherkins?
and also get like kosher dills that are a little tart, and I'll kind of do a half and half with the pickles.
What?
You did? It looks like a cool place to work, actually. I mean, I'd hate to fold clothes all day, I think. I have a story.
Uh-oh.
I worked for Z Gallery for a very, very, very short time. I ended up kind of getting fired. I mean, it was mutual. I wasn't enjoying myself. Like, all I did all day long was dust shelves, and I ended up quitting a job that I kind of half liked. I just was looking for something with a little less responsibility. But in the end, I didn't want less responsibility. I just needed a challenge, because I ended up kind of making a comment like, "Oh, I quit my real job for this." And the guy was like, "Well, this is a real job for me." He's like, "Maybe you shouldn't be here."
Ooh, burn.
Yeah, I was gone.
Yikes.
It was all right. I was okay with it, but it was one of those moments like I realized I didn't want to be there anymore. He realized I shouldn't be there anymore. We both kind of looked at each other. I'm like, "Okay, I'm out then." And he's like, "You're out." I'm like, "Okay."
It's kind of like that episode of Will and Grace when Jack can't decide if he wants to stay working at the mall and the clothing store or if he wants to be an actor.
Exactly. And I went back to my job.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
Just
What did I
Cory.
do after that? think it
Elizabeth,
was
I would like to
back
see
to
a
the
picture of you
Phoenician.
working at Old Navy.
Yeah, me too.
Because I just got some really great visuals.
Were you required to wear Old Navy clothes?
I think so. I think if you work there,
Yeah, you have to wear.
right?
Do you get a budget? Like,
Oh, I was always in Old Navy in
they just give you a
1996,
discount and
it
say,
was Old
"Buy our
Navy,
clothes."
and it was the Gap.
I tried to like the Gap. I was more of a Banana Republic person. I really liked Banana Republic. I would go to the one in Del Mar. If you guys are ever in San Diego, or maybe you know of the place in your town, like the Banana Republic in one location, and generally it's like the fanciest one that you can find. The one in Del Mar had the best sales. Like, they had a clearance rack that like beat everybody else's clearance rack. I used to drive all the way up there and get like super cheap Banana Republic clothing off of their like
You would
clearance
get khakis
rack.
from there.
And I swear to gosh, it was like a fight to get stuff because everybody was there. And it's like you're right in the middle of like Moneyland. It's kind of weird. You didn't get that kind of a sale rack at the normal store at Fashion Valley or something local. I haven't been there in a while. I should go there and see what kind of clothes they have. I wonder if they're even open. I can't say it was a fun place to work. It was okay. Having to wear a phone all day sucked. Yeah, I can imagine.
The express job.
Yeah. James, this wine's great. I've never had Justin before. I actually worked in a restaurant. We used to serve this, but I'd never had it.
I was working in a bird store at that time, Elizabeth. I believe 1998.
Horton Plaza.
Oh.
You know, that's like they closed down, and then they didn't know what to do with Horton Plaza, and now it's back up as or at least it was before COVID, is a small business entrepreneur kind of like international center. They're trying to sell it to people to use as offices that are for international related small business.
You and I were probably at Horton Plaza at the same time, Elizabeth, because my ex Harry used to work at the Great Gyro. Do you remember that place? Do you remember?
I mean, kind of. I kind of remember it.
That's when I had my first Gyro, was when he worked there. And I used to hang out there all the time. So you were probably working in the clothing store then, Elizabeth, and I was hanging out at the Gyro place.
Yes, Tito tomorrow.
Tito tomorrow.
It's going to be Tito Saturdays. Actually, I don't have any mixers. We don't have any mixers.
That's true. You'll have to get some at the grocery
Damn,
emporium.
I'm at the store every day. I used to do this all the time, and I got out of the habit when we got in quarantine. I was buying for like a week or two, but like it's shocking to get up to the register and have a $500 grocery tab.
It's shocking right now after having the fridge full after 3 months.
Yeah, no, and having it
Full
empty.
And I open it and there's like a stick of butter, my jug of water, half a bottle of wine, and some leftovers from yesterday. Janine!
Oh, the restaurant at the top floor. Hi, Janine. It's changed over the years. It's like California something, right? Or it was.
Oh, I remember that.
Like a number, California, like 89. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, Janine, you were probably upstairs while I was down at the Great Gyros and Elizabeth was working at Express. Isn't that crazy?
The way San Diego is, really.
Isn't that weird?
I've met people. I have friends now that we did the same thing forever.
Yeah.
And, you know, like Kurt, we were probably at the same bars, hanging out at the same time.
I don't know how I never met Kurt.
We were probably elbow and elbow.
Yep.
And probably even talked to each other at some point and never knew each other.
Yeah,
because we did exactly the same thing. We had the same schedule, same clubs at the same nights.
I know a lot of people in San Diego.
When I used to go out.
Very surprised that we didn't have any mutual friends and we didn't know each other. What were you going to ask Janine? Lemons.
Are there any lemons, Janine?
Cory needs
Is the lemon store open?
Is the lemon store open?
I have soy curls for trade.
We'll trade lemons for soy curls.
In fact, I got those out and put them on top of
Possibly
the eggs.
garbanzo beans if you need some.
Oh, if you want garbanzo beans to make your own hummus, please. I burned out our blender last night for all of you who tuned in late.
You overheated it.
Well, may as well have burned it out. I think that didn't smell good. But it stopped working, so I had to stop making hummus last night.
So we have an ample amount of garbanzo beans.
So I have one batch, and I'm sure that one batch is going to be plenty. Janine, literally, I almost said
full cups.
I almost said a bad word. I got an ass load.
Oh my God.
That's such a bad term. I have a lot of garbanzo beans if you want some.
Yes. Should you like to garbanzo something this evening?
And if you have any tips for hummus, like maybe parsley, like fresh parsley.
Kurt is supposed to be bringing over. Did you remind him?
I didn't.
Hold on, I'm gonna text Kurt and remind him because his butt's gonna forget.
I don't know what I'm missing in the hummus equation. I followed a recipe and I don't really like it. I think it tasted a little bland and boring. Maybe Janine. Kurt was gonna bring one over, but I still think I have too many garbanzo beans. Like, there's no way we're gonna be able to eat all of that.
We may need to do that, Janine, because Kurt's gonna forget. I texted him right now, but he's definitely gonna forget. So.
And I went through the whole de-shucking of them all. They're prime beans. They have a lot of work in them.
I know, Elizabeth. We went up to a PG-13 right then.
My virgin ears. No, what I was going to say, which is what I ended up saying, I was going to say a buttload. But that sounded gross, and I'm like, why am I gonna say that? It wasn't about the bad word. It was just about the wrong choice of.
Jumped a degree.
I did.
You did, huh?
I did say I.
You did. So,
That
Janine,
I is the beginning of it.
if we can use your food processor, we will return it with some hummus.
Adding some spices. Okay, I put cumin in it.
I thought yours was good. I think you're just being too difficult on yourself as
Well,
usual.
I want to try it again after I blend it down a little more because the consistency was throwing me off too. It was a little bitty, but I obviously didn't get to.
A little what?
I didn't get to finish. It
A little bitty.
was a little bitty.
It was a little.
But it also needs something fresh in it. It needs like parsley or something.
Parsley, rosemary, and thyme. Sorry, that.
I have a whole bunch of
Kicking the
spices
curtains,
that I'm going to
driving
put
me
on the
nuts.
Euro meat, like 7 or 8 different spices. So maybe I might sample some and throw some of that in the hummus too. But it is hard. You're right. I didn't realize hummus was so hard. I thought it would be easier. Good. I'm learning.
We learned that the
Can't you see my brain growing?
I saw the smoke coming out of it. I thought it was from the ninja, but perhaps it was from your head.
And I was impressed. I blended for about an hour and Derrol didn't say a word. Nothing.
Derrol was in the living room dying, though. I'll tell you what. It was like periodic bursts of blending. And he turned on a show for us both to watch, so I didn't want to put my earphones in.
Oh, ghee. I didn't think about buying ghee.
Oh.
And ghee is like just really super fine, like filtered butter, right?
Tell me you've had hummus before, though, James. Right?
I've actually never bought ghee. I've had it from other people when I go to their houses and they cook with it. I know James cooks with it because he used it in one of his videos. But I think it's just really super fine, like filtered butter. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, gee.
I didn't put any, the only fat I put in it was olive oil. And I bought a specific olive oil that I've had before that's really thin and has a really good flavor. It's not super olivey, but it's like, I can't explain it, but I really liked it, so I put that in there.
James, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of hummus.
Clarified
You got to
butter.
try the different one. What is that one? Sabra?
Sabra is all right.
Well, that was a nose wrinkle.
I think it's
sell
too
it for me.
I think it's too mainstreamy. Like, it's like everybody likes it, but I've tried it and it's like meh. The only thing that's good about it is they have like different spices that they actually will customize.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
You could buy a bunch of different flavors.
That's what I was going to say. You can buy a bunch.
But
of
the
different
hummus itself it's all right.
It's processed. It ain't made with love.
My favorite off-the-shelf hummus is Trader Joe's Mediterranean hummus. Like, seriously, it's like the best. Aladdin. Have you guys ever been to Aladdin? It's in Hillcrest. I know they have another location, but Hillcrest in the Uptown Plaza.
Didn't that close like 13 years ago?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, they had the best hummus I've ever tasted.
They were next to the photo booth, Cory, which also
they were across the
street.
street. Yeah.
Yeah, they closed like 13 years ago.
Oh, tahini. I did use tahini. But I may not like the tahini that I got. It was Organics. Yeah, it was the Organics brand. I bought some from Trader Joe's today to see what the taste difference is. But yeah, I did get tahini. And I have some sesame seeds that I might actually toast myself and blend those up in there. Because when I do that, it seems to make things taste better.
Did you get tzatziki too, did you say?
I did.
I'm trying to reach it without looking. Oh, I had to look.
May as well just look. You looked more strange, like doing this.
I was trying to challenge myself. You should challenge yourself once a day, Cory.
I challenged myself 4 times today.
I'm enjoying the red wine better now that it's not quite as cold. I think.
Yeah, red wine is not good cold in my
The
opinion.
other one was really good cold yesterday.
It was all right. I liked it as it warmed up better, but I drink red wine often warm.
Yuck.
I mean, room temperature is the way to go.
Everything of mine very, very cold.
Well, get used to drinking red wine at room temperature. But this isn't room temperature. 90 is not appropriate. No, this is appropriate to where it's got now. It's probably, where's your gun?
I don't know.
Where's your temp gun?
Right here.
What is my wine at right now?
77.
Yeah, 70.
$95. Minus 30. 91. Wait, let me take neck temp. You're 1 degree cooler than me. You're 94. Is this what they use to take your temperature?
Yeah,
When you go to a
I
place?
walk
Let me see your forehead.
at church. We have to take it with, it's not this industrial kind of a temperature thing,
I think David just got one of these.
but it's one that is made for
It says you're 94.
bodies.
$96.
I'm shocked it's not 93 in here right now, you guys. Yeah, actually point that at that. Don't be so close. Is it accurate?
Pretty close. It keeps
91.
fluctuating between
Okay,
90 and
it's pretty
91.
accurate. It's 91 in here. Oh my god. Ah! I think every red wine tastes better, except for a Pinot Noir. I do enjoy a nice chilled Pinot Noir. In the summer, under my veranda. What are you doing over there?
I sent a lot of pictures to people today, and people are just looking at them right now, so I'm getting some messages. One of them was a high school picture of Scott Coolander,
Oh.
and I sent it to his sister, and she replied right now saying that she's always loved that picture of him. The one with roasted red pepper is really good, Retta. There's one with pine nuts that's really good. That one is a personal favorite because I do love me some pine nuts. It's not that bad. Actually, James, that is a preferred temperature for the house for me, for all of my animals, so that I can not worry about anything because it's not too hot and it's not too cold.
But I bet all those heat lamps are still on.
Well, you bet wrong then, witch.
If I go outside, they're all turned off right now.
Yes, ma'am. Granted, I didn't turn them off till after I got back from my trip.
I know, because I saw the one in the chicken pen on one night, and I'm
What do you
like,
mean?
yeah, it was on.
That hasn't been on since
Nope,
1972.
it's plugged in, and it was on.
Like the light was on?
Yep,
I haven't turned that on in a long time.
it was on.
Did you turn it on?
I did not. So it's probably still on. Check it.
I will check that tonight.
Because I saw it glowing red, and I'm like, why is that on? There's not even anything in here. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. At that temp, I'd be sucking down that cold wine like it was water. Yeah. I prefer everything very, very cold. Cory likes room temperature water. I cannot stand it. Thank you, James. I try to be. I've apparently been on a good one the past couple days. It's amazing what the woods will do to me. It refreshes me and gets me out of my massive depression that I've been in for 3 months. 3 months and 42 years. Excuse me. Yeah, I can't do the warm wine, James. I'm sorry. Excuse me, I'm choking on my last drink of wine because I breathed it in. Hello, Josh. How's it going in Maine? What's the temperature like? It's 90 in this room right now and we're dying. I enjoyed my week back here. I have been enjoying actually my time since I got back too, because I've been going through that trunk and kind of looking through my old 90s stuff. I've been connecting with a lot of my friends and showing them pictures from back in the day. It's been super fun. I did need a vacation. Like that's one of the most important things for me every year is to get home to Maine, because I get to the woods and I get out of the city and I get away from a lot of people. Of course, I'm with people that are super, super important to me because they're my family and they're my friends that I grew up with. Not that people here aren't important to me, like Cory and Kurt are very important to me, but it's good to get home and like, you know, go to the woods, and I can go a whole day and not see another person if I want.
I think my fish need a bubbler.
I gotta do a water change on that tank for you. Oh, that's been going on since the beginning of time, Elizabeth.
What?
Salmonella from people snuggling chickens.
Oh.
That's been the thing with little tiny turtles.
Just don't just don't stick your fingers near their butts.
That's something that's been going on since the beginning of time. It's just proper etiquette. I mean, you can cuddle your chicken, but then wash your hands. Don't cuddle your chicken and then touch your face, which I do constantly, but I also constantly wash my hands, so that's good. 75 outside. That's what I would like right now. We need to get it. Yes, definitely, Retta. Yeah, 75 would be nice right now.
We're usually there. I mean,
hated
we can't
getting
complain.
out of the shower.
We can't complain
and
too much.
Oh, I can complain a lot.
Temperature here is usually pretty
Scott Bork.
70 to 80 somewhere.
Speaking of
in there.
finding old pictures, I just found a ton of Great Eagle pictures.
It's a very pleasant 74
I didn't find any of
here.
you, but I found a bunch of Carmen and Carmen.
37%
Molly.
humidity though. That's, I guess, a 74. It's all right. What?
That's what I was saying. Scott Bork. I found a lot of pictures today from Great Eagle.
Of having a conversation with Leanna.
Well, wait till I'm done having a conversation, witch. I'm a fat kid. I shut down above 70. I do too. Watch yourself. 68 in Northport, Retta says. What is our humidity? Does it say? 45%.
45%. You just took a shower too, so we have all the doors closed.
That was the
and
worst.
The windows closed, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with.
I put a tank top on and I was sweating to death, and I had to come sit in front of the fan before I passed out. It's like when I was in New Orleans. You'd be all nice and like all in the hotels, and then you step outside and you're instantly wet.
Florida and Louisiana. Two states I really have no interest in going to. I do want to go to Georgia because I want to see like...
Hi, Michael Martin.
I want to see, you know, southern Georgia. But I don't want to stay there too long.
Oh, speaking of those...
Like, humidity and me don't get along.
Speaking of those southern states, Elizabeth, we watched... Well, I guess not southernish.
Derrol watched, because I've already seen it.
Oh.
I referenced it with them once.
Oklahoma?
When she came on the show.
You already watched that?
Yep.
Oh.
Aerial America, Oklahoma. Derrol just watched it last night.
I watched it last night. Apparently, I thought Cory had watched. I would have put my earphones in.
I had already seen it. It was good.
See how
It
nice
a
I was
good one.
being? I was suffering through the blender, so you could listen to it too.
Like I could hear anything over the blender.
I could.
You were also sitting in front of the TV.
Scott Moore, I was just thinking about you today. I found an old picture of Scott Kuhlander, and I sent it to his sister and Eric, and I was going to send it to you too, and I will. It's like his senior class picture. It's like a black and white picture. And I found some fun pictures of Karen and I dancing together. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Karen in forever.
I know. We're going to have another little get together. We can't do so many years in between. Last time it was like 10 years in between when we all got together. But cheers to everybody. Josh, are you drinking? Elizabeth, Retta.
Here's
Wait,
to
Retta's
heat
drinking Crystal Light with vegetables.
with vegetables.
Scott, are you having a beverage? What'd you say? Here's to wheat?
I was gonna toast, but
Oh.
it didn't make any sense. It's all right.
Oh, really? Like the chicken salmonella? I learned that's where Google lives, Elizabeth.
One of the server farms.
One of the server farms. And I learned that there's the SHIP ton of space out there. Just ripe for the pickings. And I learned that there used to be a whole bunch of people there, and then all of them left at the same time.
The Dust Bowl.
After the Dust Bowl.
You didn't learn that in history?
Well, yeah, but it was re-triggered.
Where's my drink?
Where is your drink, James? Are you driving? Listening in the car? Or are you safely home? James, have you done any more acrylic pours recently?
Is Retta saying that James's drink is at her house?
Maybe. I feel like Retta would make a pretty fierce drink.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any pictures for today, Cory?
Nope.
None?
No. Why?
Didn't you take something to show Pat?
Well, I'll send that to my mom.
Or John? Where's John,
If
Elizabeth?
John was on, I would show what I'm going to send to my mom, but I'm not going to...
Oh, yeah, we learned about the Trail of Tears, too, in the show.
Yeah, Trail of Tears, sad.
That's bull.
Well, that's like all the way across. What I was saying last night is like, you know, our president is totally giving away
I saw that, Josh. He started with a Bloody Mary today.
protected lands, not giving away, selling protected lands to people to mine and what is the word with oil? To get oil from. But yet we have indigenous people that were robbed of their lands that we're not giving the lands back to. We're actually selling it to the highest bidder instead of giving it back to these people. It's so sad. It pisses me off.
Well, and then a tribe bought some of the land back, and then they found to be oil on top of it, so a ton of them got murdered while they were
Right.
while people. Can you imagine people coming to your house right now and being like, "We're gonna live here now. We're gonna move you somewhere else." I'd be like,
well, they can do that. Our country does
"Over
that
my
all the
dead
time.
body."
Especially with like freeways. Like if you want to build a freeway through and you hold out and you don't sell your land and you don't sell your house, all of a sudden it becomes a there's a term for it, but it becomes like a need for the state or the country, and boom, you get booted. We have really, in the end, we don't really have a lot of rights owning property or anything.
James, we were drinking Josh yesterday. Josh is here, right here. Josh, we drank a bottle of you yesterday. Today we're drinking Justin, though. And James from Texas sent us both.
Black and white pour 2 weeks ago.
I saw that one, I think, didn't I? I think I tuned in and saw you do that one. A couple friends of mine have been doing the acrylic pours, James. And I was like, oh, I wonder if James
I
is
didn't
sending
see
me
that one. I
recently.
want to check it out.
I liked it because it was black and white, and you know, I like those colors. Or if Derrol was on, he would correct me and say black isn't a color.
Yeah, Elizabeth, if you haven't seen that Aerial America, check it out. You can
Yes.
YouTube it.
Scott Williford.
Hello, Scott.
Cheers.
And everyone, really, if you haven't seen Aerial America, check it out. It's totally like, I mean, I enjoy history and learning about places, but it's all like from helicopter. So
Resin is fun, James.
they fly over and talk about history about a place. It's super cool. Hey, Scott.
Cheers, Scott. Are you having a cab right now? We are. Are we? Are we having a cab
Yes,
right
this
now?
is a cab. Justin.
I'm drinking red wine, Scott.
Justin.
Oh, Scott likes Aerial America.
Oh, it's amazing. I love it. And
Because
I
I'm-
can't wait for the next one to come out every time.
Because I'm a 5-year-old, I call it Areola America.
Here, I want to get the sound.
You're having a Cosmo? Oh, don't fill mine up too much.
Well, I'm getting us an even pour.
Don't be pouring more in your... Oh, we finished the bottle?
Yeah, little bottles go quick.
Cory prefers the jug. We are drinking in jars right now.
Yes, this is definitely a glass and a half.
Yeah. I thought about getting some fancy, like...
There's typically, if you're a good pourer at a restaurant, 5 glasses in a bottle.
That's baloney.
If you're a nice pourer, there's 4 glasses in a
That's
bottle.
3 glasses for my pour. Where is it on? Is it on Netflix, Cory? Or is it on a YouTube? Whatchamajigger?
YouTube is where I find it, and they have full episodes. Like if you go to Smithsonian America, I think it's the Smithsonian channel, or you just type in.
There was a main one, Retta.
Yeah, just type in the city or the state you want in Aerial America, or just Aerial America.
Or Areola
You'll probably
America.
you'll find them. They're super cool, and they've got half of the states out right now on YouTube for free. They used to sell it on YouTube, but I think they're learning that nobody pays for YouTube.
Scott, I was also just thinking about you today because I found some very old diversionary stuff from when I was going through my stuff. I found a picture of with Chuck Zito with Gays Ahoy that we did a little thing for. And it's a picture that was in like the Gay and Lesbian Times, I think, but it's a picture of him and me and David McBean. Remember David?
Yeah, totally.
And a bunch of other people.
He pops up in my dating apps every now and again.
David, if you're watching, hi. Sorry, Cory just said that. You should say hi.
I do say hi. Well, I mean, we don't really talk, but I would if he would say hi.
Yes, check it out, you guys. It's pretty cool. I'm kind of a nerd that way. I like stuff like that. So I watched a few of them.
They're fun.
Are there 50?
It's educational. Well, there are. They made one for every state, but on YouTube, they're putting them out like every month. I think a new one comes out. So they're on my subscription list. I see them pop up, and then I'll watch another one. But Arizona was great. California, I think, has 2, like Northern and Southern California. What'd I do naughty?
Everything.
Oh, date? Because I'm trying to find a date? I'm a lonely single guy. What's naughty about that?
That almost came out my nose.
Cory needs a boyfriend. The right boyfriend. I'm being selective.
Yeah, you got to watch the Maine one, Retta. It was pretty fun. You know, anything that has to do with Maine, I'm obsessed with. So, you know.
And let me rephrase that. I don't need one. I want one. I hate to sneeze. it again.
His sneezes are always so disruptive.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
And I'm sure I have a big wet spot on my shirt.
Ew! Gross.
How do I cover it up? There.
He knows, Retta. He knows.
I'm gonna sneeze again.
You and Kurt both have like the most abrasively loud, like
It's explosive.
scary, jarring sneezes.
Yeah, my sister said that the last time. You should sneeze into your shirt. And I was like, I don't want a big wet spot on video. I'm going to sneeze again.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go in the other room.
See, I just hold mine in. One of these days, I'm going to pop out an eyeball. It is, Elizabeth. I have to take cover. At least I was prepared. Sometimes he does it and I'm not prepared, and I just about fall off the couch. I always go like, which is the worst thing you can do. You're not supposed to hold a sneeze in. I appreciate it, Retta. It's nice to have somebody else busting on him besides me. There used to be a show like Aerial America. It was other countries. Oh, I'll have to see if I can find that. Do you remember what it was called, Scott? I'm sure if there was something like that, Cory and I might have watched it. John's is like a sonic boom. I hit the ceiling every time, Elizabeth said. And James says he's quite loud too, and people always comment.
It's gotten louder with age.
Oh, look, you just changed your spit shirt too. Did you sneeze a little more on it after you went out in the other room?
No, I didn't actually. I stopped my sneeze, but I didn't want to. For the last couple of minutes of our show, I didn't want to have a wet shirt on.
I know. One of these days I'm going to pop out
Although
an
I do have
eyeball.
a stain on this one. I'm so bummed. My last load of laundry, I washed a chapstick with it.
Oh, you love to do that.
And I got chapstick over every single piece of clothing that I own.
This is a common thing for Cory. He always washes his chapstick.
Every single piece of clothing.
Well, can't you just
I just put a little Dawn dishwashing stuff on it.
well, if you wash it again, it eventually comes out, right?
Well, if you dry it, it sets it. But a little Dawn will kind of take most of it out.
Oh, I can't see it when I'm looking at it, but when I in the camera, I can
Well,
see
that's why I keep pointing to this side and it's over here.
it.
Because it's hard in the camera. Right there.
Quick change. That's what that's called, James. Quick change.
Oh, I don't hold them anymore. I used to.
I do.
Because in school, I remember I was in like the 5th grade ish, maybe. And they've always been explosive sneezes that can't speak for me. But I remember my teacher at one point, he was like, you need to stop pretending that you're sneezing loud.
That's what I think it is.
I'm like,
that was my
I'm
first.
not pretending.
It sounds over exuberant.
Why?
Dump a can of Coke in the washer.
Why pretend?
To get the wax out.
Because Coke destroys everything.
Oh yeah, I was telling Janine's girls next door how you can put a penny in Coke and it like eats it. That's why you shouldn't drink Coca-Cola or Diet Coke, because the what is it in it? What's in Diet Coke?
It's sugar
Aspartame?
and acid.
Aspartame started out as a fertilizer additive, but they discovered it was sweet, so they started using it as sugar.
Oh, so is antifreeze.
Delicious. Are you Pokemoning? Did you catch something?
It's open.
What's open? What? Over exuberant. I like to use fancy words sometimes.
You could blow your eyeballs out.
Yeah, I know. I'm always like,
Have you ever been so stuffed up that you go, and you had like air bubbles come out the sides of your eyes?
ew.
That's a thing.
That's horrifying.
Your sinuses are all connected to your eyes and everything. You've never done that?
No.
Yeah.
I think I would freak out if I did that.
Next time it happens to me, I'll show you.
Please don't.
Here, hold on.
Ew.
Nope, not right now.
Did you see that guy on?
It's 5:58.
Yes, I was just thinking about that right now. There's also a lady that does the same thing.
Ugh. No, I haven't seen
they
that.
They go like
actually.
this, and his eyeballs pop out.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna.
Nope.
I'm gonna send it to him randomly, James.
I don't want to see it.
When he's not ready for it.
See, I'm one of those people that I can't watch things that are freaky like that because I just don't believe in putting stuff like that in my head.
He didn't even make it
I
through
don't
the
wanna see
opening
it.
segment, the opening sequence of The Hills Have Eyes. He's like, nope,
I'm
out.
That was like a terrible rape scene.
That was a terrible movie. It was terrible. Yes. But he couldn't even make it through the opening
Ugh.
credits. He's like, I'm out.
Nope. Don't want to watch it. Don't want to see it. Don't need to have that up in there.
Yeah, it's like the people in high school. Did your friends ever like flip their eyelids up?
Yeah, I can flip my eyelids up.
Ew!
I used to be able to. God, I haven't done that in so long.
So gross. I can just.
I'm not even going to try
I
it
can
right
just do
now,
this.
but
I can just put my fingers inside my socket.
gross. I totally used to flip my eyes up and freak people
so
out.
gross. People used to do that in high school.
My eyelids.
Matt Shaw used to do that all the time, I think. I think he was the one that used to do it.
No.
I want to see you do that, Cory.
Nope.
Elizabeth, I hate eyeball stuff.
Yeah, me too. My eyes are too important.
The only weird thing that I can do is move this one vein right here.
No, you do more weird stuff than that.
Well, I can also do this too. And do this behind my back, and which people can't see, but I'm doing this behind my back. Just the eye thing that freaked me out. Yeah, that popping out the eye thing.
Yeah,
is really,
I can't.
Really gross.
I can't gleek. I mean,
Oh.
I can when I don't mean to.
Exactly.
But I can't do it on command.
My friend Elizabeth Miller used to gleek all over the place. I found some pictures of Matt Shaw today, Retta, and a note from him for the Bleacher Creatures. Matt Shaw, Logan, Laura, Rachel, and I used to sit on the bleachers at lunch, and we were called the Bleacher Creatures. And we were in a fight this one time, and I saw a note between us all. Was that just a disapproving look at yourself?
Yes. I'm in a very tight shirt, and I lean back, and I can see every roll on my body.
Do you recall yesterday when you grabbed your roll and were like...
Yeah, but that was... I exaggerated that. I pushed it out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm...
You gotta...
Just kidding.
You gotta bulk like Cory when you're sitting here like... See, I'm trying to make arm muscles right now, but I can't.
No, but it was the way I went back and everything. It was... Ugh. I looked over and I could see the shirt was sticking to every single part of my
You're
body.
Like, excuse me. Pardon me.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Sorry. Our ratings just dropped. Josh, did you see where I hiked to? On my hike, on my Friday Funny picture? I thought maybe you would find that amusing. Did you see that today?
No. It was on Facebook?
My Friday Funny. Yes, it was on Instagram.
Of course I didn't.
And
Instagram
and Facebook.
Instagram, I would have seen it.
It was the lake that I hiked to. It's like... Thanks, James. Keep them coming.
No, a joint, I'd be like this.
I can handle a lot, but eyeballs.
What?
What?
No.
You'd be like, I gotta go lay down.
I'm kind of going to lay down.
I gotta go lay down.
It's 6 o'clock.
Is it? Let me check.
It's 6:02.
Oh, it's 6:02. right? And let me tell you, there was no magnets, no mugs, no shirts. Oh,
Oh.
the crow! Yay! They need to have a bunch of that stuff that says Dingleberry Lake on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
they would sell.
how are they? Well, I'm sure they're like, oh, it's gonna get a bad rap. People are gonna
Well, I
come for
mean,
the
don't
wrong
name
reasons.
it Dingleberry.
I need to Google that.
You
why.
either like run with it or you don't do it.
I need to Google that and
Right?
see why it was named Dingleberry Lake.
Yeah, if you got a name like Dingleberry, you got to work it.
Shake those dingleberries. Oh my god. And we got a snort.
Oh, like
Oh.
Shinerbach Shiner?
Are you gonna drink some Shinerbach while you're there, James?
Yeah,
Isn't that where your dad's ranch is?
Shinerbach.
Super jealous of your dad's ranch, by the way.
I'm a proud new rancher. Did you obtain a ranch?
Oh. Yeah, I missed that new.
James. Got some news.
Do you need some ranch hands?
Oh, cool. Well, have fun. Take pictures.
Yes, and more pictures. Bye, Leanna.
Oh, we're trying. I'm shocked it hasn't gone over 90, you guys. I thought it was going to be like 95 in here for sure.
Oh, you bought your first new heifer.
Oh, cool.
I've been waiting to get my own heifer.
We have a backyard for it.
I'm a cow
I'm
owner.
a cow owner.
I want to be a cow owner, and a pig owner, and a goat owner.
Soon enough. Holy cow.
Newly cow owner.
All right, everyone.
Did you name her? What's her name? Is she a Holstein? You love that flip. Don't say you hate it. Yeah, we want to see pictures, James. Send us a picture of your cow so we can show everybody. Elizabeth, when is your home happening? Is that going to be happening soon? We're going to have to see pictures of that too.
It's happened.
I know, they're waiting though to get in, right? We both just at the same thing.
Bye, everybody.
No pun intended.
Oh, don't name her. All right, bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye, everybody.
Chowder.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, my shirt.
Oh, pull it out. Pull it out.